Hello and welcome to this little Spalluccipedia video. Another dive into the ever-expanding universe of my investigator paranormal Sam Spallucci. Now, before I carry on, please give me a quick like, and if you can, a quick subscribe be absolutely fantastic. Helps to share the love on the internet, as it were. Now, today I want to have a little chat around a slightly croaking voice. Have a drink here to keep those vocal cords softened. I want to have a quick chat about a character who's relatively new to the universe, but I'm really enjoying writing with. And that's Katy, who is the sister of Bobby Normal in the Bobby Normal books, obviously. She is described as this feisty 8-year-old. Background to her in the stories: when she was born, her mother died. And Bobby basically became responsible for helping her when she grew up when she was young. And then when their father was murdered, executed, Bobby effectively became her parent, her guardian, even though he's only about 6 or 7 years older than her. She's strong-willed, she's tempestuous, and I think it's safe to say she certainly carries a bit of a chip on her shoulder. She doesn't like being pushed around. She doesn't like being told what to do. In the first book, we have the whole business with Teller, the bully, who is like the son of one of the more important people in the village. And spoilers, obviously, she kills him. You have this 8-year-old who kills a teenage boy in cold blood. Now, it could be said that it was a sort of self-defense, but that, as other characters are told in my books, there are choices. This is the path she chose. She pushed him over the side of a bridge and he was crushed to death. And then we see this dark side of her character coming out more and more. And it's quite obvious that Bobby is worried about this. This is his 8-year-old, I stress that, kid sister, who has this darkness inside of her. So on one hand, she may just be this feisty, very talkative little girl. But on the other hand, there is something else there. And by the time we get to Bobby Normal and the Fallen, the 4th book, which at the time recording this in September 2022, because I recorded quite a few of these in advance. I have finished writing Bobby Normal and the Fallen. I'm just planning out Bobby Normal and the Black Dragon, which was the last one. By the time we get to Bobby Normal and the Fallen, we can sort of see where Katy is heading. It doesn't take too much. I've ladled the foreshadowing on with a very heavy trowel. At the beginning of Bobby Normal and the Eternal Talisman, the first outing, they are lying looking up at the sky, and she's talking about the moon. And Bobby says that he thinks that the moon was originally called Selene at some point. And she says, if she had to choose a name, that would be the name she chose. What characters do we know in my universes choose their own names? Then in Bobby Normal and the Children of Cain, she encounters the vampires. She wants to be a vampire. And then in Bobby Normal and the Fallen, Bobby has this nightmare, or is it a vision of the future, where he encounters an older version of Katy, and she's a vampire. Now, the vampires in the Bobby Normal books are struggling. It's safe to say there are just 3 of them left. There is Claw, Tigress, and Scorpion. So it would make sense for them to want to make more vampires, but they are very, very reluctant. Claw is the king now. He's in charge. And he's saying, no, we can't have any more vampires, because he sees it as a curse. But obviously, it might just be in the back of Bobby's mind, or it might be what's going to happen. We'll have to wait for the Divergent Land novels. Katy is heading in that direction. And she's got some really bad influences in her life. Obviously, she's been orphaned. She sees herself as the cause of the death of her mother, so she's carrying the weight of that. She feels betrayed, certainly by the end of Bobby Normal and Fallen, by Cutter, because against spoilers, it turns out he was the one who killed their father, even though he's trying to redeem himself with them. She feels betrayed by the vampires because they won't make her a vampire. So she falls in with Asherah, our fallen angel, our goddess of Canaanite. And I will leave a little video up in that point, hopefully, if I remember. We shall see. And she thinks Asherah's wonderful. But the thing is, Asherah thinks she's wonderful as well. So when Bobby leaves her at the end of Bobby Normal and the Fallen, we are left sort of like thinking, well, what's going to happen? What's going to happen to this feisty 8-year-old girl? We're seeing glimpses of a dark future. Is that what future's got held for her? We'll have to wait and see.